guess the only thing is, probably what would you recommend for someone who wants to get into law or wants to start studying? What would your advice be to them?
Um, Look, my advice would definitely be to look into the university first as well, because obviously some of them offer um, just your online courses,
Hmm.
and then others you're actually attending university as such. So look at those sorts of things. I think if you don't have a background experience in law, then you really should not do online,
Yeah,
because you're not communicating with your peers as much, and you're not there to ask sort of questions, and with your lecturer and things like that, it's a lot more difficult. That is one thing that I do find. It is, I mean, if you're listening to a lecturer that's got sort of a monotone type of thing, you do lose interest and
oh, definitely.
concentration really quickly. So that's probably a really big thing, is to
Hmm.
have a look at the uni, investigate that, and whether you really do want to do online or actually go to a university. And I would also look at maybe having a chat with other people that have been through uni or are going through uni as well, and make a plan for yourself to your part-time or your full-time, and still being able to give yourself some sort of time outside of work life, uni life, because you really need that.
Yeah, definitely.
And
And
maybe waiting a year or two after school, I think, is a big thing.
yeah, that was definitely because I'd only started when I was about 21 or 22, I think. So I took, yeah, a fair
Yeah,
bit of time,
yeah.
thankfully, because, yeah, I would not have done that when I was 18.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. And you see a lot of people, they do 2 or 3 years of uni, and they get to almost the last 12 to 18 months, and then they pull out because they realize it's actually not what they really want to do.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot more
yeah,
paperwork than people think.
even go and see if you can get a job in a law firm for 6 months, or just do some volunteering or something like that at a law firm, and see if it is actually something that you're really interested in,
Yeah,
because legal studies at school and actual practical is two different things.
very different. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then, yeah, even what you see on TV and whatnot, as
that's
what,
exactly
yeah,
right. It's not what it makes out to be.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
Well, that's everything I really just wanted to cover in this interview, I guess. So I thank you for your time, obviously. It's really interesting
pleasure.
hearing about your story and going back to work after having children. Yep, and still wanting to study after all that is obviously a pretty interesting story. So thank you for that.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
No worries.